Grab some coffee, a Mountain Dew, maybe both. A storm is brewing. The Brainstorm. Welcome to The Brainstorm with Matt and Mike.
Hey, welcome back to The Brainstorm with Matt and Mike. Today we're really doing social distancing in a digital marketing strategy. It's kind of fun because what we're doing is breaking down and diving deep into some businesses specifics, right? How do you market XYZ industry? How do you market XYZ business and continue to drive revenue and build revenue for your business in a time where it's hard to find and create new opportunities for your business? All right, Mike, let's just jump into some of these industries. Where you want to start?
All right, so let's start with landscaping, Matt.
Okay.
So let's assume let's role play here and say that we're talking with a local residential landscape company.
Okay. Yep.
Let's say that their goal is to increase their number of lawn maintenance customers, while they also want to increase their average per customer revenue.
Okay.
We got three questions I'm going to ask.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about each one independently.
Okay,
here.
that sounds great.
So during social distancing,
Yeah.
okay, so again, this can
Which,
apply
by the way,
even beyond social distancing.
Which, by the way, we'll be using that phrase for years and years to come, right? Everybody's going to use that, especially when you come across somebody you really don't want to talk to. You can say, hey,
I'm just social distancing.
Hey, social distancing.
Yeah. Got the Rona. Social distancing. So, so again, during social distancing, how do you reach them? How do you reach your audience? Residential landscape company wants to reach lawn maintenance service customers.
Yeah. So, well, first of all, social media is up well over 100% usage.
No doubt.
It was already one of the most used sources of media that there is, right? But now, because people are sitting around, they're seeing the same thing on their feed over and over and over. And so it's well over 100%. So that's one way. That's definitely one way. And if you are quarantined in your house, right, then the only place you can go is in your yard.
That's right.
And the last thing you want is a crappy looking lawn. If you're
staring at it all day.
You're staring at it. You want to go out and sit on your patio. You don't want to go look at and get all types of insects jumping all over because long grass and things of that nature. And so that's the first thing I would say is definitely.
Which ones, Matt?
Definitely participate. Well, Facebook is B2C, right? It is business to consumer. The ads are directed straight to a lot of residential based services. So that's certainly where I would start. Instagram, certainly another way. And when I'm talking about these platforms, Mike, as you know, for our viewers and our listeners, we're talking both organic and paid.
Right.
Like we want to participate in organic and paid. And so, but Instagram's a great way because it's very image driven and people love things that look good. Right.
That's right.
So that's certainly one.
So they're going to need some good content. They're going to actually have to capture
good
some
pictures.
Stuff. They need to stage this stuff, Matt, or you think it should be kind of as they're doing it?
Well, I mean, if you don't have candid shots, right? If you hadn't been planning to do this, and you can go stage it immediately in order to have some, right? It just needs to look candid. It doesn't need to look fake, or it doesn't need to look like it was posed and then take. I mean,
it doesn't need to like stock photography.
It needs to look real. It needs to look like. Here's what it is. When people look at social media, they want to kind of see themselves in the scenario, see themselves using it, see themselves enjoying it, kind of see themselves in it. Now, Twitter is a big deal right now because people are looking at the news.
That's right.
They want to find out the news. And so you can do some paid Twitter posts. It's just not image driven, right? They're more news, like
headline,
like take a break, enjoy your yard while you're quarantined. And ABC Landscaping can make that happen.
That's right.
Things like that.
I mean, I love the idea of seeing the lawnmower, the zero turn lawnmower going through the yard, and you see the before and after.
Right.
You can have the hyper videos that just go really fast and show kind of a start to finish.
Nothing is better content than video content of a nice manicured lawn. I'm talking cut grass, some nice long landscape covering like mulches and straw and some cool flowers and things of that nature. You don't have to get out to do that. A landscaping company is actually an essential business almost everywhere. And the reason why I say that is because people have to continue to get those types of services. Now, you don't have to. There's some states that's not going to qualify as essential, but our state does. And so it's something that some people can. It's almost one of those things, Mike, that you can also almost have some hope in. Like you can see something and you can feel better because your lawn's taken care of at least, you know?
That's right. It's
social media,
it's a morale booster.
Social media is
especially right now, this time of year.
Right.
And so, because most people would want to be getting out this week's spring break for most schools.
Yeah.
And you know, so this is the beginning of, this is just the beginning of a time period when people are going to have what we normally would call spring fever.
Yeah, no doubt.
This
is when they be doing it anyway.
Right? The spring fever.
Yeah.
And
hopefully you don't have fever this time.
So when you're reaching that audience, what about reaching your existing customers, the ones that are already
I'm glad you said that.
And you're wanting to, because remember the goal number 2 was increase revenue per customer.
Yeah.
So it's how do you get them to do some additional things that are outside of the norm?
That's an excellent point. It don't matter if you're landscaping business or any business. So many businesses fail in this arena. Here's the deal. You could have no budget. You could have $1 million budget. If you ignore your current clientele, then you're ignoring probably the majority of your revenue.
That's right.
They're the people who I would put all your budget in this. Make sure you're always communicating. That's text messages. That's video thank yous. That's email marketing. Communicate with your existing customer base. And if you do that well, they'll go find you new customers.
That's right.
Right? They'll cross-sell. They'll bring new revenue in. Your current clientele is the key to your success.
So what I'm hearing, Matt, is you need a database. You need a customer relationship management system. And we've seen those who don't have that in place during a crisis like this, they're the ones that suffer the most.
No doubt.
Those who have a clearly defined database where they're tracking their customers, their interactions, they know what services they've engaged them with, they know which ones they should be engaging them with or what the next natural purchase is. And that, to me, is the opportunity for them to sell or cross-sell additional services.
No doubt about it.
For a landscaper, that might be hardscapes and irrigation.
And spray application for weed control.
Kind of this couple time a year things like pine straw or mulch or whatever.
Installation of services, no doubt about it.
Outdoor kitchen, whatever.
I'm telling you, communicate to your current client base first. Do that first, you know? And so that's the deal with landscaping. Landscaping it will deliver you some hope through just good, clean, crisp environment in your own yard. You need irrigation because it's starting to get hot out there, so you want to make sure your grass is getting watered. But landscaping is just one of those businesses that has to advertise all the time. And this is no different.
So we kind of covered all three of those.
Also in a pay-per-click scenario, like you want to get on search as well, because if they don't see you in social media, if you're not already a current client, then you want to make sure that you are where people are looking for you. So if people are going on search engine and searching, you want to make sure that you're where. It's the old phone book theory, right? Like we've said that many times. Like be where people are looking for you.
That's right.
So, I think
that's all advertising ever is.
Yeah, so I think that's the deal with landscaping company. It's a good program anyway. So Mike, let's keep this train going here. What I want to ask you about is something that is one of the first industries that got hit in this whole thing, right? It's the restaurant industry, right?
No doubt.
And so many people got laid off because of the wait staff, right? Some of the restaurants have found a way to still create some revenue, but it's just an industry got hit hard.
Yeah,
so
really
Mike,
did.
talk to me about the restaurant industry. Let's just say a local Italian restaurant, right? A local Italian restaurant. Yeah. Talk to me about how do those businesses, those restaurants still reach their clientele?
Yeah, so most of those, at least here locally, most of them are like lunch and dinner type of spots.
Right.
Probably more so dinner.
I've never actually had an Italian breakfast, but I'm sure
it's probably good.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Listen, I've never had an Italian dish that wasn't.
I can agree with that.
So it's, but it's heavy. It is heavier food. Yeah. So big lunches and dinners, right? Yeah. And but when people are stressed out, they like comfort food. So that's something to keep in mind.
I'm glad the camera's only showing
and they spread
chest up.
And you can actually, a lot of times you can get an Italian dish and you got leftovers.
Right.
And so there's a benefit there. What I would do is something I think they should be doing anyway, but most aren't. Most of them, at least here locally, again, they remain busy enough that they don't think they have to do these things.
Yeah.
And so the thing I would do is I'd put on the chef suit or whatever it is they wear when they're in the kitchen, especially if they have a great looking kitchen, commercial kitchen. But I would serve up every single one of my dishes if I was them. I'd go live on social media, Facebook, Instagram, maybe YouTube live.
Oh, I like that idea.
And I would prepare my lasagna.
Yeah.
I would prepare that eggplant parmesan if that's a signature dish.
Yeah.
And then I would not only just show me making it, but then I would show how it would look if they were coming in the restaurant to eat it.
So you're saying video, setting up a camera in the kitchen and actually engaging with the audience while you're making it and preparing it?
That's right.
Dude, that's a great idea.
That's right.
That's a great idea.
And then promoting how you, making sure every time you go live, you're sharing how you actually can go about still enjoying these meals, even though you can't come in and enjoy it like you normally would.
No doubt.
And so their pickup hours, and then I would add making it easy for them to pay for it.
Yeah.
Up front. Maybe offer some BOGO, buy one, get one. Hey, maybe you buy dinner, you get lunch for lunch of equal or lesser value for free.
Yeah.
Maybe if you don't offer family style dinners, maybe take some of those dishes and create family style dinner plans.
Yeah.
Dinner for 4, dinner for 6. So anything
like
you can
almost
do.
like packages.
Yeah, packages.
So what you're basically saying is to build the content, like
That's right.
create the environment to where people still want to have it. Like you're building a relationship with the viewers on social media or the searchers or whatever.
And if you can give them multiple meals at the same time,
bundling.
That's
so how now. Talk to me about how we engage them. Like now we built the content, we got the video, we got all this stuff. What do we do with it?
Yeah, so we can show them. Let's say we go live and they see one dish.
So go live. You did say that, yeah.
And then take that and promote looking through your social media channel and clicking through to go see some of your past videos showing.
So put that in a library
dishes.
in social media.
That's right.
Are you saying this is organic, or how about a paid post?
Yeah, I mean, I would do some paid stuff as well, but right now, if you have the budget,
spending money is
that's one of the reasons to go live because we know that going live will jump
immediately
into the feed a little quicker, and it's something that can go viral. People love cooking shows and things like that, anyway. So to see the behind the scenes of one of your local restaurants that you normally enjoy,
and I haven't seen that yet. I think that's genius. I think that's genius.
So I think that would be helpful. And then just continuing to engage your audience. Hopefully you have a list of your loyal customers, and if you do, certainly have an email campaign, maybe some direct social messaging that goes out to them.
Yeah, and now let's say you're a restaurant. A lot of restaurants don't have an email campaign.
Yeah,
right. How would you create one? Like if you're a restaurant, you don't have one. How would you create one?
Well, here's a perfect time to start. So you may not get as much mileage out of it during this situation, but it's going to create a more sustainable business long term. Because
in your go live example, could you ask go ahead and create a landing page or some type of where people can give like a percentage off or a discount if you go and give
enroll.
us to enroll.
Maybe that's how you get the buy one, get one, or the discount or whatever it is, or free dessert.
Yeah, so you take them there and allow people to sign up to get the percentage off or discount.
Yeah.
And then you're building an email list.
Well, the cool thing is, especially if you're setting it up where they're going to place their order, virtually.
Right.
Now, whether they do that by phone, then you can just ask for the email address.
Yep.
Or if you're going to do it
by form, then you definitely have, right? You definitely have email.
Right. And I think that's a fantastic idea because especially when things go back to normal, people are going to be competing for the same business. So you've got competition.
Yeah.
How do you stay in front of them? Keep showing that special that you're going to have Friday night.
So what you're saying is use this time not only to continue to build revenue and continue to obtain revenue, but use this time to really build a true following.
Yeah.
So when things go back to whatever the future normal is, right? Then you actually already have a true fan base, and you can. I would continue to do these same tactics then, dude. I mean, that's the go live thing and talking about, because listen, a lot of people that go to restaurants because the food's good, right? Let's play this. I might give a place 1, 2, 3 chances, but if the food's not good all 3 times, I'm probably not going back, right? And so, but if you build a relationship with the actual chef, right, through social media, like you don't have to see them. That's the cool thing about video, right?
Yeah.
Is you
get to feel like you know who's making your food.
You feel like you know them, man. It's like, oh yeah, I know so and so, yeah. And so I love that. I think that is something that restaurants at a certain level, right? This is a certain level. We are talking, the example I gave you was like an Italian eatery type of thing. So in that particular case, man, I love that.
Yeah, I think it'd be awesome. And
what other idea? You have any other ideas?
Yeah, so I think that's really good. You also just have to modify how you serve them. So if you can deliver, fantastic. A lot of people just aren't equipped to do that.
Yeah, it's hard.
Maybe you take some of that wait staff. They're looking for some opportunity to make a living, and you just modify what they do for a while. Of course, they have to have reliable transportation, insurance, all those things. But
maybe some printed collateral could go with the delivery, right? And say, hey, this weekend we're having X, Y, Z, right? And I could go with all deliveries for this week, right? And so every delivery that took place, or every carry out that took place, then you can have this weekend's menu already done or something. I mean, you'd have to kind of think ahead and plan out a little bit, but that shouldn't be that hard, right?
No.
And an Italian place, man, loves a lot of the same dishes, right? Pizza. Right, I love Italian restaurant pizza. Right, chicken, eggplant, Parmesan, spaghetti. I mean, all these red sauce dishes. I mean, is probably I would have to bet, wouldn't you, Mike? That I know you and I probably get about the same thing every time we go. Right, you get whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm kind of a creature of habit. But,
me too. I get,
but a lot of people aren't.
Chicken parm over
and
and over
they get
and over
sick
and over
of
and
the
over.
same thing.
Right, and so, but I would have to say that an Italian-based restaurant, there's probably 8 or 10 or 12 dishes that get sold the majority of the time, right? And so dress those things up, man. Add some other things that can go along with it for a discount like you were talking about.
Yeah, the prime rib night or
I love that.
Whatever, just something that's unique, special, and keeps kind of the interest high. Yeah. Yeah.
So once this thing is over, this whole pandemic is over, man, and you're a restaurant, I'm going to tell you that I think that once this thing's over, restaurants are going to be the first thing that people flock to. Like,
I think so too.
I'm going to tell you, I saw this on Facebook the other day. I think it's great. It said, I cannot wait to hear, can I get some drinks and an appetizer while you order your food?
The question
is, I
can't
wait for somebody to say that to me.
What'll be interesting to find out, Matt, is I think some people are going to do exactly what you just said. They're going to flock to it. They're going to want social interaction, in person, hugging, high-fiving.
I'm extroverted, so that's me.
Raising the glasses, all those things. But I think there's going to be a lot of people who maybe were a little more socially distant already because maybe they're a little bit of a germaphobe.
Yeah.
And I think some of those folks are going to struggle with that because they're going to say, hey, is this thing really over?
There's some nerves to it, some anxiety about it.
Moving too fast. Hey, did that waiter, chef, did he wash his hands?
Yeah,
so probably in that video, I'd make sure you show washing your hands multiple times.
That's another good point. That's another good point. Just produce a video all about
and make sure the kitchen looks immaculate.
Yeah, make sure your is safety, right? Just produce a video all about what we're doing to make sure that you can order from us. Because I could tell you, I've actually been nervous. I haven't ordered much from restaurants.
Yeah.
And I feel bad about it because people are saying, hey, support your local restaurants, support your local businesses. I feel bad about it, but that's the thing that's made me nervous. But you hit the nail head on right there. If somebody would produce a video on Facebook Live or something showing what they're doing to take precautions, wearing masks, wearing gloves, things of that nature, I probably would have been way more apt to order something from them. That's an excellent point.
Hey, maybe they should take their temperature.
Like
at the beginning of the video.
They don't have to do that.
I don't have a fever.
Yeah.
And so, another idea, Matt, because so many people have families, especially if it's a restaurant that serves family-style dinners, they could actually also prepare all the ingredients needed for someone to cook a dish, and then they could announce a live video the next day that's going to show kids how to prepare a pretty simple meal.
Oh, I love that. Engage the family. So now you could actually almost have an instructional type thing. Man, that's good.
Hey, thanks for watching The Brainstorm with Matt and Mike. If you would like to find additional video content and other resources that can help you build your business, visit us on thebrainstormradio.com. Have a great day.